Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Golden Avatar. Pranams to all my friends. Firstly, I like to apologize for being so late with my second video and like to express my gratitude for the warm welcome for my first video about the mystic lady Avadhuta Mayamma. Now onwards we can meet regularly with new interesting videos without long intervals. As we all know, millions of silent, self-realized souls are wandering all over India, but to recognize them is a real hard task until they themselves come out with their cosmic plans. To understand that in its full mode, we should prepare ourselves with proper spiritual sadhanas. This time, I like to tell an interesting story about a Gaudiya Vaishnava mystic saint, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose life mission was to popularize the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and the Nama Sankirtans of Lord Sri Krishna. Though Prabhuji's lifespan was only for 48 years, he transformed thousands of people, and people consider him as the secret incarnation of both Lord Sri Krishna and Sri Radharani. Sri Chaitanya's birth happened in Navadvip, which is in the Nadia district of West Bengal. Nadia district is known as the Oxford of Bengal and is famous by the birth of many holy saints. About 535 years ago, on a full moon lunar eclipse evening of 18th February 1486, Prabhuji's birth happened in Navadvip as the 10th child of a pious Brahmin couple, Pandit Jagannath Mishra and Mata Saji Devi. They lost their 8 children in the childhood itself. Prabhuji is having only one elder brother and his name was Vishwarupa Mishra. Prabhuji's childhood name was Vishwambhar Mishra. During the time of the moon eclipses, it was the usual Indian spiritual custom to have a dip in the holy rivers and to chant the Vedic mantras for purification. The same rituals were performed on the birthday of Sri Chaitanya ji. Sri Chaitanya was known as Gauranga because of his golden complexion and was also known as Nimai as his birth happened beneath the neem tree. Still, we can see that holy neem tree in Navadvip. Sri Vishwambhar surprised the people of Navadvip with the transcendental and miraculous actions of an extraordinary child. As a child, Nimai used to stop crying while listening the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and especially one kirtan, Haribol, Haribol, Mukunda Madhava Haribol. At the age of 8 years itself, Prabhuji became a renowned scholar and many scholarly people from all over India visited him to clear their doubts. At the age of 16, Prabhuji started the official teaching in the village school and delivered the interpretations of Vedic literature, and at the same time opened up the hypocrisy of some of the so-called scholarly people. Though Prabhuji was a renowned scholar, his focus was only on Sri Krishna Nama Sankirtans. Sri Chaitanya got married to Srimati Vishnupriya Devi after the death of his first wife Srimati Krishnapriya Devi. But his family life lasted for a short period only. At the age of 24 years itself, he took renunciation and became a monk. After the Sannyasa Diksha, known by the name Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji. During his travel to Gaya, the holy city of Bihar, to perform the Shraddha ceremony, that is, the death rituals of his departed father, Prabhuji met His Holiness Keshava Bharati, who influenced Gauranga greatly and blessed him with the Sannyasa Diksha. Soon after his entrance into the Sannyasa order, Prabhuji journeyed throughout the length and breadth of India and proclaimed the importance of Vrindavan, which is the transcendental abode of Lord Krishna, and secondly, the importance of learning the holy books Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and above all, to glorify Lord Krishna with the Hari Nama Japa and Nama Sankirtans. The worshipping of Sri Radharani was also popularized by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji himself. Prabhuji proved the link between Sri Radha and Sri Krishna, that is, the human soul and the Lord himself. From an esoteric point of view, Sri Radha represents Sri Krishna's feminine energy. In Vrindavan, Prabhuji's main location was the Akrura Ghat. Prabhuji forgot completely about these worldly pleasures while singing and dancing with the names of Lord Sri Krishna and Sri Radha. Sometimes in the supreme ecstasy stage, Prabhuji embraced the wild animals and trees and transformed them. Sri Gauranga visited cities like Prayag, Benares, Mathura, Puri, Vrindavan and the southern India. Sri Chaitanya visited Sri Padmanabha Swami temple, and even today, throughout the day and night, the continuous Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting is going on without interruptions in the Abhedananda Ashram, which is located in the opposite direction of Sri Padmanabha Swami temple in Kerala. Other main places Prabhuji visited are Varkala Janardana Swami temple, Tiruvattar Adikeshava temple, Sri Ranganatha Swami temple, etc. In the northern side of Sri Ranganatha Swami temple, we can see the Venkadabhatta house, which was the abode of Sri Chaitanya ji with the temple priest. Still, there is the idol of Lord Jagannath in Trichy, whom Prabhuji worshipped, and that idol of Lord Jagannath is in a small temple on the back side of Sri Rangam temple. During his travels in Maharashtra state, Prabhuji initiated the holy saint Tukkaram, and with that heavenly blessings, Tukkaram spread the importance of Harinama Sankirtans all over Maharashtra. Sri Chaitanya ji countered the caste system, religious and social superstitions of that time Hindu society, and opened up the doors of divine love to all by chanting the kirtans, which glorifies Lord Sri Krishna, and taught the common public how we can achieve the nectar of pure devotion to Lord Sri Krishna. And we can say that Prabhuji was the real role model for how to transport our mind from the material to the divine. Sri Chaitanya wished everyone to receive the same eternal spiritual happiness and taught the people how to attain Krishna consciousness with the pure devotion and love. Prabhuji managed all the complicated life situations in a simple way with the help of the one and only divine weapon, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At the age of 29, in AD 1515, Sri Chaitanya visited Vrindavan with the purpose of retaining the lost glory of the places associated with Lord Sri Krishna's transcendental pastimes. Prabhuji sent his 6 main disciples, who was also known as the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, to renovate the temples which are closely connected to Lord Sri Krishna's life and actions. In short, we can say that the beauty of today's Vrindavan is the real gift of Sri Chaitanya. Hope you have heard about the 7 glorious temples of Vrindavan. They are Sri Radha Madana Mohana, Radha Damodara, Radha Shyamasundara, Radha Ramana, Radha Govinda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gopinatha. All these places are modified by Prabhuji's visions. Majority of Sri Chaitanya's teachings are being codified by his primary disciples, known as the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. The one and only book written by Prabhuji is Shishya Ashtagam, that is, the 8 verses of pure devotional prayers. 2 intimate associates of Prabhuji kept diaries of his pastimes, and they were later compiled into his biography named Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is written by Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Returning from South India, Prabhuji visited the temple city of Odisha and spent his last 24 years there in Puri Radha Krishna Mutt, and with the devotees, Prabhuji took part in the Puri Jagannath Rathotsav festival. After the successful completion of all his life missions in this world, Prabhuji merged into his beloved deity Lord Jagannath on 14th June 1534. Yes, the time is not too late for us to think and feel from inner self. If you are interested to know in detail about this divine avatar, please check with the book publications of Bhakti Vedanta Trust by ISKCON, which is founded by Srila Prabhupada, who belongs to the same lineage and has spread the message of Krishna consciousness all over the world with the help of the world famous Hare Krishna movement. Please check the links given in the description for Kirtans. Thank you and good luck.